They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make
Jungkook was sleeping peacefully on his warm bed while you were also sleeping. After a while, Jungkook moved a bit, did a sudden sun rays, and opened his eyes to look at your cute pouted face. Jungkook smiled and was about to place Jungkook, Why? I'm sorry, please try to understand me. I had a lot of work to do, he said. You rubbed your eyes and got off the bed, walking to the bathroom. Why? First he promised that he will come home earlier, and then he came so late, and now he's trying to convince me. You pouted, looking at yourself in the mirror. You were brushing when Jungkook entered the bathroom. He looked at you and then started brushing. Once you were done brushing your teeth, his brush was still inside his mouth while his eyes were wide open. Jungkook knew that you were there. He ran his finger in his hair, and then taking out the brush from his mouth, he wiped his mouth. You walked out the bathroom. Jungkook, why? And he mumbled, following you behind. You ignored his words and started drying your hair. Jungkook, why? And please don't ignore me, he said. You remained silent and looked downcast. Jungkook, I am really sorry, Wyan, he said. Your cheeks heated up. Jungkook, I know it's my fault. I should have not asked you to wait for me, he pouted. You lost all the power to complain, so this is the kind of spell Jungkook had used on you. Last night he had promised that he will come home earlier and will spend time with you, but he couldn't keep his promise as he had something important to deal with. You knew you can't be angry at him even if you try. Wine, I'm not angry, Cookie. Yeah, I just wanted to spend time. You pouted while looking around the bedroom. Jungkook, oh, so that's the thing, he asked. You nodded your head while blushing. Jungkook, today is your princess. Is that enough to make you happy? Why, nah, I want something else too. You said, blushing. Jungkook, something else? What? He frowned, looking at your face. Jungkook smiled. Jungkook, is that so? Jungkook was about to when his mobile phone rang from the side table. Jungkook glanced at the caller ID. It was an important call. He looked at his mobile phone and then at your pouted face. Jungkook, I'm sorry, Mayan. It's an urgent, he said softly. Mayan, it is fine, you said and went to your walk-in closet. Jungkook felt really bad. He eagerly wanted to spend time with you, but being a successful CEO in Korea, he was not able to do so. He had a lot of burden on his shoulders, and he was alone to carry all of it. Jungkook let out a sigh and answered the call. Man, hello Mr. Jungkook. The company's revenue meeting is going to start in few hours, and everyone here is asking for your presence. Jungkook, alright, I'll be there in no time. He said and cut the call. He walked towards the walk-in closet where he saw you. Jungkook, Princess, I'm sorry, he said with a small pout. Mayan, that is fine, Cookie. Well, can you please wait for a while? I will make delicious food for you, you said while giving him a warm smile. Jungkook didn't want to hurt your heart, so he nodded his head. You gave him a wide smile and then you walked out the closet, rushing towards the downstairs. Having the meat with breakfast, Jungkook walked to the dining table and sat on the chair while waiting for you to serve him fast. Wine, I'm coming, Cookie. Wait for a moment. You place the food in the tray and walk to the table. You smile and serve the sandwiches, eggs, pancakes, and an oranges to Jungkook. Wine, enjoy it to your fullest. You sat on the chair beside him, putting some food in your plate. Jungkook smiled and was about to start the food when his eyes fell on your beautiful face. He glanced at the kitchen where the maid was working. Your eyes grew wider and you choked on your food. Jungkook, shh, isn't that what you did, He asked, playfully smiling at you. You felt millions of butterflies dancing in your stomach. You nodded your head, blushing heavily. Why and Cookie, yeah. You said in a low voice. Jungkook nodded his head while smiling, but then suddenly his mobile phone rang, which was placed on the table. Jungkook, it's an he was speaking good, but you cut him off. Wine, it's okay, pick it up. You gave him a reassuring nod and he smiled, answering the call. Soon the call was ended. Before he could, the maid came along with 2 cups of coffee in the tray. She placed the cups on the table and then left. You pouted, and Jungkook noticed that you had more thin face than before, which made him anxious. Jungkook, you lose the weight, Ryan. I told you to take care of your health. He said the concern was showing in his voice. You smiled nervously. Ryan, the coffee smells good. You said while grabbing the cup. Jungkook, I know what you are doing. He asked, setting the fork on the table. Ryan, me? What I am doing? You asked innocently. Jungkook, changing the subject. You are skipping the meals, right? He raised his eyebrows. Ryan, I promise to eat much so that my husband will not be worried about me while he is working. You put your right hand over your heart and you felt. Jungkook smiled, then put 2 more boiled eggs in your plate. He sprinkled some pepper and salt on them. Jungkook, have them. You nodded and put one in his plate. Ryan, you need it to muscular bun. Ryan, no ifs and buts. Just eat it like a good boy. You said in a commanding tone. Jungkook nodded, bowing at you. You let out a chuckle and then ate the eggs. Ryan, it became more tasty 'cause my dear hubby came me. You said, swallowing and thumbed up. Really, he grabbed an egg and put it into his mouth, but he had a hard time swallowing the egg 'cause it was too salty. He picked the glass and gulped down some water. Jungkook, it is salty. How you ate it? He asked while putting the empty glass on the table. Ryan, it didn't taste salty. You know why, Cook? 'Cause it had your care for me. Jungkook smiled genuinely. Jungkook, my beautiful wifey. He asked and you shook your head, Jungkook. You are so cute. He left the sentence in the middle as his mobile phone rang once again. He glanced at the screen but didn't pick up the call 'cause he didn't want your feelings to get hurt. Wine, answer the call, Cookie, yeah? You said and he smiled. Man on call. Hello, boss. Everyone has reached the meeting room. Come soon. Jungkook, okay, serve them snacks. I am coming. He quickly stood up from the chair and grabbing a coat, he went outside after bidding you a goodbye. You pouted while face palming. Ryan, he must get tired. Such a workaholic man he is, you muttered to yourself. Skip in the evening. You were laying on your bed when the door opened. You looked up to see actually tired Jungkook. He came inside loosening his tie. You pouted when Jungkook didn't even look at you and sat on the sofa with a thud. Jungkook, it was a tiring day. He let out a sigh, throwing the tie on the table when his laptop was placed. Ryan, you look tired. You stood up from the bed and walked to him. Jungkook, no, it's fine, he said. Ryan, how about dinner? I made your favorite food. Before you could say something, he asked. Jungkook, no, I have already dinner. He said, rock your hair. Jungkook was fast enough to read your mind. Jungkook, my angel. Wyan, it must be an important message, Cookie. Check it, you muttered, crossing your arm. Jungkook, Wyan, please. You cut him off by speaking again. Wyan, you Mr. Code? You asked, making him chuckle. Jungkook, I already married to a girl named Lee Wyan. Wyan, oh really? That's why you don't spend time with her? Jungkook, you need time. He asked, getting up from the couch. Your cheeks flushed as you saw him coming. The room door knocked. Mate, Mr. Jungkook, your person manager has come to meet you. He said that there is something urgent. She said politely. You groaned and digged your head deep inside the duvet. Jungkook, okay, inform him I am coming. He said and the man nodded, leaving the room. Jungkook, Wyan, I will come back soon. Just wait a little bit. He muttered, but you didn't look up to see him. He sighed and then went downstairs. Once he left, you pulled off the blanket and made an annoying face. Wyan, I won't forgive you for this, Jungkook, you muttered under your breath while making sad pout. After some time, Jungkook entered the room and he made a sad face seeing you sleeping. Jungkook, he muttered to himself. The next morning, you woke up and looked around to search for Jungkook, but he was not around. Why? And this man again ran away. You pouted and got off the bed to go to the bathroom. Time skip. You were standing in front of the big doors of crab along with your friend Sia. Come, girl, let's go inside, she said. Why? But I didn't inform Jungkook, and I never been able. You hesitated. Sia, come on, girl. Your dear husband have no time to listen to you, and also I took you here so you could relax yourself. Let's go. It will be a fun. She held your hand and took you inside. You were nervous. You wanted to inform Jungkook, but he was not answering your calls. He's in the meeting. Sia, come on, girl. Take a chill pill. A little bit of partying won't do any harm, she said, nudging your shoulder. You looked around and got ass struck. The crowd was designed, and there was also a lot of people who were enjoying. Wine, the ambience is quite good here, you said, feeling the warmth. Sia, yeah, it is. Sia, well, here the one on whose name reservation is booked will have to do a performance, she said while squealing. Wine, whose name you booked the reservation? You asked while glancing at some couples. Sia, on your name, she said with a smile. Mayan, oh, I see. You said not focusing on Sia's words, but as the realization of the situation came, Sia's words hit you like a truck. You wide-eyed at your friend. Mayan, what did you say? Did I hear it correct? Your heart thumping hard in your chest. Sia, yeah, everyone here knew Jungkook, and that's why they gave us a special discount on your name. Mayan, no way. I'm not gonna do any performance, not at all. Sia, but here we. She left the sentence after hearing the familiar voice from behind. Guy, oh hey. You both turned around to see a tall guy. Sia, David, she said, smiling wildly at the guy. You frowned and then saw a guy more clearly. It was David. Sia's friend, David. Oh, you got Ryan also. Hey, Ryan, you said, fetching his hand over to shake with you. You forced a light smile and then shake your hand with him. David, well, I have heard a lot about you from Ryan, he said, his hand still holding yours. Sia, will you please get us rings? She pouted at David, who nodded and then left. Ryan, hey, I won't have any ring. Sia, come on, it will be a normal. She gave you a reassuring. After a while, David appeared and sat next to you. David, why are you sitting here alone? He asked, looking at you. Fine, I'm just not used to such a crowded place. You said nervously, David, it seems like Sia dragged you here. Sia, yeah, it's Wayne is not a party person, David. Oh, I see. David, try this. Wayne, I'm sorry, but I don't drink. You replied. David, come on, it's just one. Cheers. You nervously smiled and grabbed the glass. You brought it near your mouth and then took a sip. Sia, Wayne, are you okay? She asked, nudging your shoulder. Your face was fully flushed, while a few strands of your hair were falling on your head. Your head was spinning. While you were looking around, a mischievous smile was playing on your lips. Did he whine? Are you okay? Why don't you tell me earlier? He asked you to look at him. David and Sia looked at you confused. Whine, hey, Aish, why you look like gay? You mumbled, rubbing your eyes and loudly laughing. David, oh really? Do I really look? He started looking at Sia, who quickly shook her head. Sia, nope, you don't. She just winked. That's why she's saying like that. She blinked her eyes to make him believe that she's telling the truth. Why, nope, I'm not lying. He's really a gay. Ha ha ha. You clapped loudly while jumping on the sofa. David and said about it, Sia. She's just lying, trust me. She patted his back, but David, being fueled with insecurity, left. Sia, stop! She ran behind him. And where did they both go? You frowned. You then stood up and started to walk around. You grabbed your mobile phone from the table and stared at the name for a few seconds and finally decided to call on the number. The call connected after a few ringings. Wayan Cookia, come and pick up. You whined while looking around. Jungkook, Wayan, where are you? Tell me, he asked, panicking. Ryan, I am at work, he XX. You mumbled and fell on the floor, movements which made him anxious as he quickly wore his coat and ran out his cabin. Jungkook, you okay? Just wait a bit. I'm coming. He sat in a car and left. You nodded your head and cut the call. After some time, Jungkook came in a crowd and looked around. A sigh of relief left his mouth when he saw you. He quickly ran to you, and then he took you home. In bedroom, you mumbled some unknown words and fell asleep. The next morning, you woke up and saw Jungkook working on the laptop. It was Sunday, and still this man was busy working on his laptop. You sighed, but suddenly an idea popped into your mind. You got off the bed and with narrowed eyes, you went to the bathroom. After taking a shower, you came out and went to your walk-in closet. The dress was designed in a way that you looked so elegant. You looked at yourself in the mirror and your eyes widened. You walked out to see Jungkook engrossed in his laptop. You coughed dramatically and to catch his attention, and it worked. He raised his head up to see you. His eyes widened while jaw dropped. Jungkook, Wyan, he mumbled, getting up from the sofa. Wyan, what? You asked, rolling the strand of your hair. Jungkook, you know what you did? He asked. Wyan, yes. I asked a workaholic husband to spend time with me, you said.